Good evening, everybody. Just coming into Cornsall near Kidderminster over the River Stour. It's been a while, hasn't it, since we've done any videos. The anchor, good, very good cobs there. Kimver, oh, we don't go this way very often at all. I think I've been once in 10 years, maybe more. Yeah, we'll go this way. Go around the back, right around the country lanes a bit. I have been out and about doing quite a bit of filming, and I have started a lot of editing, and there's more to come. Although it involves several bikes, or should do by the time it's finished, it's not going to be out till quite a bit later in the year. And because we're not doing the national road rallies, or it doesn't look like we're going to do the national road rallies of any sort, whether they're the ACU ones or others, it means there's a lot less biking stuff this year at this moment in time. Right, now if we go to the left, take us to Wolveley, can't remember. I think the left, I think then we can turn right, but if not, whatever. The Welsh wasn't done because, mainly, I've done it a couple of the current format Platinums. The idea of doing it on a different bike, of course, starting at the bottom again, like the plan last year for the National Road Rally, was an option, but then the 20 mile an hour thing, and it really grates with me. Although, looks like things may be improving on that score to a more logical way of doing things, which is great. But I suppose I had the two things together, I thought, nah. Now the English one, as I speak, I'm not doing that either. I have done the old format with the night section. I have done the new format over 2 days to do a Platinum. I've done it a couple of times. Last year I did the bottom award on a different bike, which was Johnny, of course. You can see all those videos. A pleasant ride out, but it did leave a little something to be, well, I don't know about desired, but I did feel a little bit, it felt like a bit of an anticlimax, really. More so than even finishing at a control on your own at the end of a Platinum. But yeah, so we're not doing the national rally, the English National Road Rally, and we're not doing the Lincolnshire Biker Challenge Road Rally either, which was on the cards. Problem this year, there is a clash. It's I dare say a one-off, as you probably know, even if you're into your cooking, your eating or your biking. We lost one of the airy bikers earlier this year, Dave Myers, and his last bike was a Bullet 500 Trials like Johnny. Okay, Wolveley or Kimver? I think we'll go Wolveley. Oh, we came round here one of the first trips out with Johnny when she was new. So the clash is that the Lincolnshire Biker Challenge is on the 8th of June, and so is I don't think memorial ride is the right way of putting it, a celebration ride. Dave Myers and of course Si, Dave's missus, we're going to have a ride, and the link is in the description down below. It's called Dave's Day, and it's London from the Ace Cafe, with several official stop-offs en route to Barrow-in-Furness. At the moment, officially, there's nearly 3,000 bikes planning to go. I think it's safe to say that'll double. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details, but go to the Facebook page for the ride. It's in the link in the description down below. Read all the details in the featured section. You can donate in the featured section as well. There's a link to a GoFundMe page. Just dropping down into Wolveley. There's a cafe here, or tea room really, on the right, next door to the pub, which I'm yet to try. I've been many times past here. I want to check that wall box there. Ah, it's Georgian, not Victorian. Damn it. Yeah, Dave's Day. Have a look. If you fancy coming along, please do. It's not me, I'm not organising it, but looking at some of the responses and comments and repeated questions, because people are too idle to go and have a quick look or search for themselves. I'm glad I'm not organising it, but hey, let's not be negative about it. Let's hope it's a nice day and it's going to be a good ride, a very good ride, where Johnny is going to be stretching her legs. Nice 110. Going to be stretching her legs firstly from the West Midlands down to the Ace Caff where the start is on the Saturday morning, and then come all the way back up the M40, M42 to the National Motorcycle Museum, a bit of M42 onto the M6, A590 all the way to Barrow, which is around 400 miles plus about 140 to get down to the Ace Caff, and then we are going to spend another day up the lakes, because I've got a couple of things to do up there with Johnny, because we're doing it on Johnny, because Dave's last bike, as far as I know, was certainly last bike to feature in any of the programmes, was a Bullet Trials like Johnny here, with a few accessories. So with that out the way, this is really a Johnny catch-up really, not much of an update. We have gone past 8,000 miles. This is only the second trip out this year. The first one was yesterday, after a swap weekend, swapping over Smelly for Johnny. We've done the usual TLC, you know, tyre pressures, chain, check see the spokes, give him the polish even. So all your general duties, shall we say, have been done, and at the moment she is ready and raring to go. One of the things I have been experimenting with is the tyre pressures with these Heidenau K67s. Originally started with the original tyre pressures from the original seat tyres, which were 20 front, 30 rear. I didn't like especially how the rear was wearing. Okay, bike tyres wear more in the middle, but it seemed to be a little bit more than I thought it should. I'm still yet to finish painting the optional extra number board to replace the battery box cover on Johnny down on our left here. I've still yet to do that. I've got to sand it down again and paint it better, to be honest. It's a bit rough at the moment, and the main problem is sorting out the numbers. I want to get the right style, but I've struggled to get any of the right size, let alone style. I serviced them myself last year. Of course, on these you take much more than an oil change and check over, sometimes air filter of course, but yeah, we've got quite a bit of miles left on that for the next service, although by the time we've done the Dave's Day ride it'll probably be quite close. And she's well. The one thing I've got to do, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but at about 68, well, 65, 68, something like that miles per hour, the right hand mirror decides to vibrate and point up to the sky. So I've got to try and do something about that, because it's possible on Dave's Day ride I'm going to be fiddling with that all the time. So I'd try and put, I don't know, I'm thinking a bit of blue tack, just squash it into the ball joint of the mirror just to stop it. I don't want anything permanent as yet. I've had, you know, thinking about it, I probably have mentioned it because I had a new mirror under warranty. So, yeah, both do it. So it's one of them things, that natural vibration. Grass track there. 9th of June, Sunday the 9th of June. Bewley Motorcycle Club. Pool Hall Caff. Now, did somebody mention they'd been there and it wasn't very good? But I suppose we'll try it one day. Just going into Alveley, well, going past Alveley really. The village is on the left here, up this road we're coming up to now. But I think we might check out a green road while we're at it. We haven't looked at any, I think, for this year perhaps, so far. We'll have a look, see what the state of play is, so we won't go on it if it's all soggy still, but the one I have in mind is pretty firm to start with. It's later on it gets a bit squidgy bog. This Dave Day ride, going back to that, I've got to work out my logistics, because if I do it right on the fuel fills, I'll fill up somewhere near the Ace Caff, and all being well, I should get up to Barrow with only one other fill up, because she's very good on the old petrol, is Johnny. Well, let's have a look up here. It's getting a bit watery, the sun now, and there is rain due. Right, we'll have a look. We won't go too far just in case it gets mushy. But nice spot for photos anyway. Oh, a rabbit. Well, it looks quite dry at this point, and quite a bit further on. There is a place where tractors did, or maybe used to, turn into a field where it's a bit of a step thing going on, and it can be quite boggy there, but we can always turn round. It's wide enough for that here. Right, we'll stick with our off-road training from some years back now. Go down the middle. I'm not overly keen on it myself, but sometimes there ain't room to go down the tracks on the side, so I've already come out. Of course, well, the tyres are good for a bit of, well, more than a bit of tame green roading. Ground clearance probably isn't quite as much on Johnny as Webley Mark II. I'm surprised it's as dry as it is. I mean, it's bone dry, to be honest, apart from one or two patches. I suppose what would be good would be a lower gear for Johnny, even though she's talky. But when you want to do stuff like this, first gear, it's got quite a heavy flywheel, just wants to get on with it. So we'll stick with our training. We'll stay down the middle as much as we can. But these tyres, of course, are fine for this sort of thing. It should always be about a potter in the country, not a challenge really to me. Now we got a bit of mud here. Okay, I'd try and avoid it if I could, but if I go through the water and movement don't mix. Best option, especially with these tyres, through the middle. Nice and easy, not a slip at all. I like these K67s. Not only do they look the part, but they do the job as well, which is great. And the step I was expecting to have to go down wasn't there. That's a surprise. That was easy, and indeed I think it should be. Nothing more than a trundle in the country, away from everywhere else, and hopefully, oh hello. Yes, a trundle in the country should what it be all about. I know that, what is it, 25 mile an hour, the Trail Riders Fellowship guidelines for motorbikes. Too fast, to my mind, too fast. I suppose what we do 10, 15 maybe down this hill bit, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, nice lane that one, nice lane. I think we'll turn left now. Shellmarsh Reservoir in the distance then. It's turned out into a nice evening, but they reckon rain about 8 o'clock, so we've got an hour and a half to get home. which shouldn't be too bad. So there we are really, folks. I mean, I've probably forgot something, but yeah, if you fancy the Dave's Day ride, join the Facebook page. It's a bit restricted at the moment because of people being, well, I'll be polite, say being idle. Repeat questions where the answers are already there, easy to find, and it started to wind people up. I think it's free to join in, and you don't have to join in at the main points. You can join in en route, or just watch it all go by from a suitable bridge somewhere or service area. And I think it's going to be a great day. At least I hope it is. It should be. It should very well much be a good day. And a different thing, which is what I was looking to do this year. Of course, the road is motorway, all but a bit of A40, I think it is, and there's another road down in London at that end anyway, and also the A592, which ain't a bad road for the most part, which runs from north of Lancaster down to Barrow-in-Furness. But it's got to be motorways because it just wouldn't work. It'd take days otherwise, and of course it would really be a bit, shall we say, cruel through small villages. And I have done the A6 from Morecambe area down all the way to Matlock. I'm never going to do it all that way again on the A6, which would be probably the other option. So yeah, have a go, folks, if you want to join in. Should be a good day. And if you want to join with Johnny on the Saturday morning, although it's an early start, you can contact me via the Dave Day page. There's information there somewhere. Well, I'm gasping for a cup of tea, so I think it's time to head for home. Not many places, or any places, open now for a cup of caff-wise. It's 6:30. It was only 5:30. So we'll just nip back up here through Quatford village itself. Just a bit of a catch-up for you this time, folks. And we'll see you fairly soon. And if not, somewhere around the second week of June. Because we are doing a bit of recording on the Dave Day ride.